Good evening, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? Good. It's so awesome to see so many of you guys out there. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. This is the jazz band. They're doing pretty well. What do you think? Oh, yeah. So this has been a really fun group to work with this year. We had a schedule change, so we kind of flopped the schedule that we have every day. We have one class that meets every day. Every other class meets every other day. This is the class that meets every day, and it's just been a lot of fun to get that continuity of playing together continuously. So I'm going to try to go through and not forget anybody. So on our first tune entitled This Christmas, that featured Mr. David Henry on the alto saxophone. On our second tune, Winter Wonderland, how many of you guys recognize that one? Yeah, okay. That featured Mr. Matthew Roth on the trombone. On to our third tune that you just heard, A Child is Born, one of our favorites that featured both David Henry on the saxophone and Savannah Robinson on the trumpet, as well as our rhythm section entirely. So a couple things I do want to say before we get into our last tune with the jazz band. We have a couple of faces that may not seem like high school faces on the stage. So I'd like to give a special thanks to alumni, Mr. Jake Ingram, studying music at IRSC. We have a second tenor player that plays in that spot normally, but he can't participate in winter concerts, so that's okay. We filled it in because it sounds so nice. And then back in the rhythm section, we have one of my closest friends, mentors, director at Southport Middle School, also Port St. Lucie High School alumni way back in the day. That's Mr. Cromer, William Cromer on the bass. And we have our normal bass player, Seth, back there. Seth just started learning playing the bass this year, so we're like, okay, let's get a professional bass player to come out and offer some support and build confidence in Seth's development. So let's just give it up for the jazz band one more time, please. Now on for our last tune, entitled The Little Drummer Boy. This is going to feature our amazing drum set player, Mr. Dominic Dunnigan. Yeah, give it up for him. But something even more special about this tune is it has been taught completely from start to finish by one of my former students, band alumni, also a music education student en route to be a band director. He's been working with the band on staff, and I think he does a phenomenal job. Wonderful musician. The kids absolutely love him, right? You guys love working with Mr. Marquez. So we'd like to invite to the stage to lead the jazz band on their last number, Mr. Matthew Marquez. Pause. This tune is also going to feature Mr. Marquez's younger brother, Jonathan Marquez, on the trumpet. So kind of full circle. Okay, I'm out of your way. 'Twas the night before Christmas, all was merry and bright. Although the storm was raging, the spirits were light. Inside was full of joy, love, and holiday cheer. Meanwhile, just outside, the winter's night was dark, cold, and fierce. Inside the house, away from the cold, were the cheery and happy kids enjoying the night before Christmas.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way.
The kids were off to bed before the arrival of a certain someone.
Oh,
atop the roof of the house, the reindeer were enjoying the music of a hip-hop Christmas. Hi again. It's the guy with the mic. Oh, no. So I promise I only have 2 longer rambles tonight. The one before didn't count. That was just like a little short ramble. But tonight, this one's going to be a little bit of a longer ramble. And forgive me, I do have some notes here. In my older age, I'm starting to forget things. So first of all, let's give another huge round of applause to our Color Guard program. Something that I really want to recognize with what you just saw is that was 100% student-led, created the story and the way things flowed together. It was 100% student-led by our Color Guard captain, Soraya Brown, and band captain, Anna Bergerman. So let's give a big shout-out to them. Big round of applause. The student groups... the individual student groups, they write their own work, they practice their own work, and they put it together. Our Color Guard program has really taken off in the last few years. That's solely dedicated to the hard work of the students and to our wonderful Color Guard instructor. That's Miss Randy LeBlanc up here in the front row. So go ahead and take a stand so people can recognize you. By the way, if you hadn't heard, our Color Guard did win grand champions, first place overall at the Crown Jewel Festival back in October. So great work to them. I do want to give some thanks to lots of people. To start off, I'd like to give a thanks to our wonderful, and I mean this, and I've been here now 8 years, and I've had 3 separate principals and worked with lots of administrators, and our administration here at Port St. Lucie High School is bar none. They're fantastic, led by our fearless leader. She told me not to recognize her, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's Miss Nicole Talise, somewhere out here. Oh, there she is in the wonderful, beautiful elf hat. So give her a nice round of applause. I've never worked with someone that's so genuinely caring and supportive of every one of the teachers, students, maintenance personnel, and we have a wonderful leader, and I really am grateful for you, Miss Talise, so thank you so much. And also next to her is Miss Manchester, who is not my direct boss anymore. I kind of get lost on who is directly over the arts, but Miss Manchester is in the audience, so I'll give her a big round of applause. They've done some fantastic work. I'm incredibly grateful to be at Port St. Lucie High School. This is just a wonderful place to work, and I genuinely mean that. Lots of people that I graduated with from college that have gone into this field, a lot of them are on their second and third job by now, and this is my first job, and I don't plan on leaving, hopefully. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm just very happy to be here. The students, I resonate with them very well. I was a St. Lucie County public school kid myself, so I kind of understand what it is to be around here, and it's just very important to me to work with them. So also, on top of our wonderful students, we have a tremendous, wonderful parent organization. So I'd like to give a big round of applause to, first of all the parents out here. Thank you so much for coming out, but especially to our parent volunteers that have been working tirelessly to help us out. So thank you so much. Our last football game of the year, this was after marching MPA, so my brain is a little bit checked out at this point. I forgot to ask parents to come help, and they showed up, lots of them, and they just showed up because they knew that that the band needed help, and it was definitely appreciated because I would have been running around like a chicken with my head cut off without that. So right now, and I'm doing a shameless plug, we are, and you all know this if you're on the band, we're running a very large fundraiser at the Treasure Coast Mall. This is called the Band Gift Wrap Booth. We are open all hours throughout all of December, between December 1st and December 24th. It's actually being run right now by some of our wonderful band alumni and parents. So shameless plug, if you need to get your gifts wrapped, take them to the mall, help out a great cause, and just it's a pretty good service too. We have some great rappers. I'd like to give a huge special shout out to our 2 gift wrap booth coordinators that have been tirelessly running the booth. I think Mrs. Roth came up to me and told me that she already has 70 hours collectively at the booth or something like that already, and it's only 2 weeks in. So could I give a big shout out, and could you guys stand to be recognized, Mrs. Roth, Jackie Roth, and Mrs. Lori Chandler. They are filled with all kinds of Christmas. I'm surprised you don't have your apron on right now. Oh, you got the Christmas earrings. So to the rest of the parents that have been helping, thank you so much. I know it could be a little bit tiresome, all the texts, hey, we need somebody, we need somebody, we need somebody. But it is a huge, huge, huge fundraiser for us. Sponsors all kinds of things, music, instruments, travel, clinician fees, repairs. I mean, the beautiful new band trailer you see out in the parking lot on the way in. I mean, the band's been taking huge strides, and it's part of that, mostly due to that gift wrap booth. So I just want to say thanks again. I appreciate you. I appreciate the students. I appreciate you guys for coming out. I think they're ready backstage. Our next ensemble is going to be the percussion ensemble. And they've prepared, again, pretty much all student-led. That's one thing that's been fantastic this year about the program is the student leadership program is just really taking off. I say it's because of my 2-year-old daughter that I have now. I see how capable she is, just how much stuff she can do on her own or she thinks she can do on her own. And it just kind of woke me up that, these 14 to 18-year-olds, they can do a whole lot. So really I've been giving them a lot of responsibility, and they've stepped up to the challenge. So another student-led ensemble that you're going to see. The music that you're going to hear is arranged by one of my, again, former students and someone that has really helped take the band program to a new level, especially the percussion ensemble. I think you're going to really enjoy them. And that is our percussion director and director of music at CAST Middle School in Fort Pierce. That's Mr. Kyle Matthews. He's actually working sound and lights back in the booth. So if we could give him a big shout out. I called him a couple weeks ago because we were listening to percussion ensemble music and we just didn't really like any of it. I was like, this is kind of lame. Hey, Mr. Matthews, can you write us something? And by the next day, we had this beautiful thing that you're going to hear. Fantastic arranger, wonderful musician. So very grateful to you, Mr. Matthews, and Charles. Charles is a new addition to the program, one of Mr. Matthews' former students. So let's just give it up to our whole band staff, okay? And again, it's one of 2 long rambles, but I think I'm done. I think I've gotten through everything. Do you guys want to hear any more stories? No? Okay, so without further ado, here is the percussion ensemble playing their tune, A Holiday Fantasy, or Festival, sorry. And our percussion ensemble. We're going to be taking a brief intermission. If you haven't visited our bake sale, go ahead. Everything is $1. There's water, treats. Thank you to those of you that baked it. Students, you can go ahead and get your stuff ready for the second half. Hopefully you come back. We have like 30 more minutes of the show. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Thank you. We'll see you in about 10 minutes. Here's our symphonic band. This ensemble is comprised of a majority of freshmen and sophomores and more of our younger players in the band. We also have some of our older students in here playing secondary instruments and not the primary instruments. So this group has been a lot of fun. This is always one of my favorite groups to work with because they come in from middle school, 8th grade, playing grade 1s and 2s literature. You guys remember middle school band concerts, I'm sure. And then the transformation that you're going to hear from then to now has been remarkable. So if you are a first or second year musician on your instrument that you have in your band, raise your hand. So a lot of beginners and people that just started not too long ago. So I just want, as you're listening, imagine what would I sound like if I started playing an instrument 6 months ago? And think that in your head. So without further ado, here's our symphonic band. like I mentioned before, we're going to be hearing from one of my, again, former students, and I called him a few months ago, said, would you like to work with one of our bands? Again, aspiring music band director. He's a music educator currently with an instrumental music program, but I'd like to welcome to the stage, making his debut concert band conducting performance, Mr. Kyle Matthews to the stage. Now on to our final selection for the symphonic band. If you're familiar with the music of George Bizet from the Carmen Suite, maybe you'll recognize some of these melodies. Going to be doing a little bit of a set change here, so bear with us as we change bands. Okay, so as we change our set for our final band of the evening, I'm going to do my second ramble. This one won't be as long, maybe. That depends on if I start telling jokes, which are really good. I do have a whole bin full of dad joke jars, dad jokes. I did find someone that is better than me at dad jokes. I won't call them out here, though. I'm just saying. They're in this auditorium somewhere. Okay. There's a lot of things yet to come for the Port St. Lucie High School band program. How many of you were able to experience the Port St. Lucie High School Marching Jaguars this year during the marching season? So just an absolutely phenomenal experience, and I'm going to give all the credit to the student leadership this year. Like I said earlier, they really started taking charge and making this program their own. And due to that, you saw the results on the field. People really bought into the band, and it was just a group effort. It wasn't fighting people to get them to do what you need them to do. It was just kind of like, okay, let's make this happen because we want to. And that is carrying over. I hope you hear that in our concert bands. The next group that you're going to hear from is our wind ensemble, which is our advanced ensemble of Port St. Lucie High School. I'd like to give a special shout out to our senior class, the class of 2024. Yeah, 2024. So can we give a big round of applause to all our seniors? This has been a very strong group of individuals, and this is going to be the last time I get to make this announcement that these students that I had were the last bunch that was really affected by the coronavirus epidemic that struck the world a few years ago, as these are the seniors that started their band journey in the whole hybrid online learning. And if you were in my class for online color guard or band, I apologize. That was very, very challenging. My microphone didn't work quite a bit. But it's just a testament to these seniors, because even though they had that experience their senior year, they stuck with it, and they pushed all the way through to now. And to just see the wonderful young people that they've become has just been a fantastic experience, and they're very close to me. I'm excited that I get another half of the school year with them. So what's to come is after winter break, we dive heavy into our MPA season for concert band and jazz band. So I hope you'll stick with us and follow the bands closely, because in my opinion, that's when they make the most development as we prepare for the year to come. Everything kind of full circle. Concert band makes a good marching band makes a good concert band. It just kind of circles around. So next year we have our MPA season. We have a band trip that we're planning to go to Universal in May. So lots of exciting things to come for the Port St. Lucie High School Band. Thank you again so much for joining us. Once the final selection of the program is played, we'll wrap up. You can meet your students out in the courtyard. I would suggest staying away from this hallway as it gets rather congested. Just, if you want to wait for your student out in the courtyard or out in the parking lot, that's fine. I think our drum line is going to be doing something out there if you want to go and enjoy that. So thank you so much. I appreciate everything, and we'll get started here in a few moments. Two more selections for you. Our next selection, entitled The Eighth Candle, is, I'm just going to say this, it's been a lot of fun to work on. Very, very challenging piece of music. I put it in front of the band, it's like, okay, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll play this, maybe we won't. And here we are. We're going to perform it for you. I'm excited to perform this. It's called The Eighth Candle. selection of the night. Sing along if you know the words. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed the night. One more round of applause for all the students at the Port St. Lucie Program. If there's anything left at the bake sale, hit it up. Otherwise, you can find your student out in the courtyard, and I think the drum line's doing some shenanigans. We'll see. Thank you so much. Have a good night.